Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Last video of the day, just walking back to the car. Well, veterans, our armed forces veterans, a lot of them join the army in their teens, don't they? Kind of 16, 17. My old man actually joined the army at 13, what they called boys service, joined in the early 60s. And then served through to the mid-70s when he come out and joined the regular police force. And you're expected to do things, and you're expected to go places where normal people wouldn't be expected to go. And the way the world is working now, you do wonder whether that time might be approaching again. Very dangerous, very uncertain times surrounding us, and we have to be careful about what we read and what we see in the mainstream media. The conclusions we draw. Slippery, very slippery. Well, when these soldiers, is what we'll call them, my dad, you know, a soldier, both my grandfathers, I've met proper soldiers, come home, try and get on with the rest of their lives. Mental scars are there. What you've seen, what you've done, what you were expected to do, and you have to walk away and you have to live with that somehow. Some people get the help, some people don't. Some people, these mental scars can manifest themselves years later, and they can just get you when you didn't even know they were there. It's an awful thing, and many people have to wait years for help. You know, we talked a bit about the war pensions and the Armed Forces compensation scheme being a couple not fit for purpose. Well, a certain level of disgust gets reached, doesn't it? A certain level of disgust, and people want to do something about it. I saw years ago where you had the trials to do with the soldiers in Northern Ireland. People were giving their Northern Ireland GSMs back. My dad was one of them, considering doing the same. Well, one of the things that service does, or is capable of doing, is ripping families apart. You know, mothers, fathers, children. And then you have organisations like the Child Maintenance Service get involved and cause even more problems. And you know, that's one of the biggest scandals ever to face this shore, along with the post office and everything else. And nothing is done. Nothing is done. And these lives are left in tatters. You know, there's a guy that I'm in regular contact with who's been fighting and trying to represent those that have been a victim of the Child Maintenance Service for years. He's ex-forces. I won't name him just in case he doesn't want me to. You got Noel Wilcox, ex-forces, who has got problems with them with regard to his daughter. Ian Biggs, his son, both Air Force veterans, problems with the CMS. Is it being dealt with? No, it isn't. It's being ignored. People want 300% inflations of individual salaries when you talk about the CMS. It's disgusting. So you reach the point where you're going to have to do something about it, or make some kind of powerful statement. Now, what a group of veterans are proposing doing, and their numbers apparently are growing, they plan to go to Buckingham Palace and hand in two things to the king: their berets and their medals. You know, a beret represents your military service, your regiment, who you were at that point in time, and your medals represent where you've been, the blood you've spilt, the tears you've shed, the sweat you've poured to look out for one another and to get through. All of those things have a story. All of those things mean something. And these soldiers are so embittered by the way they've been treated, they said no, you can have them back, they're not worth it. And that's what they're going to do. So I want to call out support for these soldiers, these veterans who feel so embittered that they've got to do it. It's a disgrace that we're even having this conversation. But it's another example of where we are with Britain, where we are with the individual countries within Britain, England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. And why have we come to it? Why have we come to this? Let me know what you think in the comments, particularly if you are a veteran. Want to hear from you. Hit the like button, helps the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. And if you're on social media, give me a share. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.